Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Kardashian, you are literally so happy because you're trying to flex saying that you are valuing SKIMS at $4 billion for a fundraising pitch, and it is drawing flack. People are saying, and investors are saying, how can they trust this because the Kardashians lie about everything? But y'all, we think we got down to what's going on. This is nothing but a scam. Sit down. We about to take a crash course in investing by way of the Kardashians, right? Now, it starts off by saying that Kim has made waves with her recent fundraising efforts for SKIMS, her clothing and shapewear company, by seeking funds at a valuation of $4 billion. Now, let me just tell you this. They got a total investment of $240 million when SKIMS was first valued at $1 billion. $1 billion is a lot of money. We're going to talk about why that's a scam, but I just want you to keep that figure in mind, okay? Now, they're going for $4 billion. So $4 billion would be, if it was $1 billion for 240 million, that means that you're trying to get about $750 million in investment for it to be valued at $4 billion because she wants to release this as a publicly traded company. A lot of people are saying, yes, slay, Kim, you go. Look how great SKIMS is. But most people that know anything about the market saying that this is nothing but hooey and a scam. $4 billion for SKIMS. Let's get into this. Also, interesting enough, Kim put together a powerhouse group for her private equity firm that still has not made one investment. Why is her private equity firm not invested in the biggest baby of all, SKIMS? Now, listen, I know that they wouldn't put $750 million, you know what it is, spend other people's money to build wealth. However, you can even put $100 million in, $200 million in. It's almost as if Kim's company won. I don't know. Is it even still together? Because let's not forget that people said that Kim was messing with some billionaires, somebody with serious money, and that's how they got into these deeper, different rooms. But interesting enough, now that Jeff Bezos is engaged to Lauren Sanchez, let's not forget that Kim was hanging hard with Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. As a matter of fact, Jeff was the one always inviting Kim around. Oh, you didn't know that? And Lauren was playing along with it. But baby, she got her engagement. Here's the thing. Jeff also invited Kim to Lauren's 52nd birthday party. And Kim was talking about being in bigger rooms. She started a private equity firm. She did this, she did that, right? And people said that maybe Jeff Bezos was her angel investor. But guess what? Lauren Sanchez got engaged. Kim was not invited to the engagement party. She was not invited to REF. She has not been around Jeff Bezos or Lauren Sanchez since. I don't know what Kim did to get into that inner circle, but it seems like Jeff and Lauren used her for what she was worth. Anyway, her private equity firm has been around for a year, has not invested in anything. People are actually wondering what's going on and when they are going to start investing, and if it is just like a sham and DOA. A lot of people said whoever was where she thought she was going to get the money from, not around anymore. Anyway, right? Kim's co-founded by Emma Gerd, Jens Gerd, that's Emma's husband, and Kim 4 years ago has seen remarkable success. Kim, with a net worth of $1.2 billion, is the world's largest individual shareholder. Now, most of her value comes from SKIMS. We saw with Kanye being a billionaire through Adidas and how when that deal fell through, spoiler alert, looks like the deal might be back on, bigger and better for Kanye, how much his net worth fell down to $400 million. And that's still a lot of money. But again, once I tell you what valuation is, you're going to see how most of Kim's money is smoke and mirrors. It doesn't exist. It's what may exist in the future, distant future, but it doesn't exist now. Okay? Kanye West may hold a 5% stake at SKIMS. Some people said he sold back his 5% to Kim. However, Kanye's net worth, blah, blah, blah. Okay. They said, meanwhile, Kim's $4 billion valuation claim for SKIMS fundraising is met with skepticism online as the Kardashian-Jenner's family reputation for alleged dishonesty and concealment prompts the internet to question the accuracy of the figures. Woo! Now listen, here's the thing with valuation. You have to realize with valuation that there's different types of valuations. There's earning valuations, okay? That's like saying like, okay, it's earning this much this year. Let's times it by this much, and that's probably going to be what it's worth. There's a market cap method. This is the simplest method for business evaluation. Just to give you guys a quick once over, it's calculated by multiplying the company's share price by its total number of shares outstanding. So let's just say that the total number of shares is, let's just say 2 billion, and then there's a price of maybe like $100, right? You go into that, and it would be what, $200 billion. The enterprise value is a better measure. But enterprise value is the market value of common stock or market cap, market value of preferred. They're going IPO, so it doesn't really count. There's a time revenue method, the earnings multiplier, discounted cash flow method, DCF, book value and asset-based method, liquidation, going concern, all this other stuff. The thing is with valuations that people don't realize is, when it's done correctly, it saves businesses from the verge of breakdown. Okay? Because the value of the business, it can be really propped up or enhanced by understanding the focus area or the core area, which means where it earns most of its revenue. So if you're like a sporting good thing and you're seeing that it's branching out into, activewear, you can go and to save the business say, okay, we need a valuation because in the sporting good department, it is selling like gangbusters, but in activewear, not so much. So it helps save the business because people will invest in the core, okay? But it's a maze. It depends on where you reach, when you reach, on the path and the path you're chosen. Now, here's the irony of valuations, okay? Old businesses are either not able to get the valuation right, or they don't get properly judged. But new businesses like SKIM are given the best valuations. The problem is it makes the valuations really superficial, really fake, like Kardashians. So you look at something like Zomato. I think that was it was like a new Yelp or something. I remember I used it overseas in Dubai a few times. It was valued to be huge, but ultimately it showed losses in business. And here's why Kim is doing that 4 billion valuation. The losses are not liable for taxation, and they enjoy a tax holiday. That's right. If Kim values SKIMS at 4 billion and it goes public and it does much less than it's supposed to do, Kim can claim, and the investors can claim, all those losses as a tax holiday. The losses in business are nothing but an indirect instrument of escaping tax or planning to escape tax systematically. It's basically saying, okay, we're going to take a lot of losses. We're going to take a lot of L's, right? There is a cap to how much losses you can claim in a 2-year period. There is. However, if you make a valuation so high that there are losses the first and second year, even if you're making a profit, that means that all your losses can be written off because you didn't make that 4 billion. That's another reason why these companies be like, it's worth $1 billion, it's worth $2 billion, it's worth $4 billion. Because even if it collapses, and most of them do, look at Grubhub, look at Airbnb, look at Zomato. Even if they do, look at Naga, Policy Bazaar, Car Trade, Star Health, Zomato. Even if they do, they can claim all those losses. You guys, now again, sometimes business valuation does work. Remember when Facebook bought Instagram for $1 billion and only had 13 employees, and people are like, you're crazy. Now Instagram gets like 20 billion in revenue. Okay? So it works when it works. But a lot of people are saying that this is another Kardashian scam. Now, again, nobody has access to the books, so nobody knows exactly what is going on. But people on the internet have a lot to say. Listen, a lot of investors are saying, despite the amazing profit numbers, People are not satisfied with the amount and instead remain in disbelief as they call Kim a liar. One person said, "I know Skims is popular, but it's constantly sold out. They never have stock on the basics and the collections come and go. I just don't believe that would be worth $4 billion. If they kept the popular pieces stocked and didn't constantly switch to Insta-Baddie Sheen looks, I might believe it." Another user said, "Just a reminder, Kim and the family lie about everything. Their surgeries, their net worth, and their exercise routines, their crypto involvement, etc. $4 billion is an egregious amount to slap us all with. I'm glad we're all not idiots and I don't believe anything coming from her in her camp." Another user said, "I don't believe this. People don't realize how much $1 billion is. You're telling me Skims made $1 billion this year? Yeah, that's cap." Another person said, "Skims is very popular, like extremely, but $4 billion? Good God, I could believe one or two, but four, that is insane. Well, don't believe it. We don't believe anything that comes out of Kim's mouth. She is a liar." Another person said, "4 billion, you can stop with all your scams. How much money do you need? I don't believe it's really worth that much." You guys listen, you already know I think this is all whatever. But I will say, maybe this is to Skims' favor. The stock market in general to me is one big scam. Once you really know how longs go, shorts go, IPOs, evaluations, all that stuff, you realize it's all a scam, which might be where Kim actually finds her power. Because at the end of the day, the stock market is smoke and mirrors. It's all hype. Literally, if something is hyped up, it makes money, whether or not it's valuable. If something's hyped down, it loses money, whether or not it's actually valuable. Isn't that how the Kardashians live and die? Their publicity? I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.